We grew up on mixtapes and
Hey there, everybody. We are the GlobeTrotting Trio. I'm Amy.
I'm Shelly.
I'm Tammy.
We are excited that you guys are here today. Today is Thanksgiving, and you know what? What better way to celebrate than say thankful for the moments that made us? So let's talk about some of those moments that made us. I will say this, that I love living in the attitude of gratitude, right? The more you're thankful for things, the more things start coming towards you that are more positive because that's what you're looking for. You're just thankful for everything that happens, right? So tell me this. Do you have any moments this year where you feel like this was just something that it was so powerful and so amazing that it was you're so thankful for it, personally or professionally? Anyway,
Mm. Ooh, that's a good one, Amy.
Yeah, this year, huh?
Um,
Eh, Go ahead, Shelley.
let's see.
if
Ooh,
you guys are struggling, I got mine.
I know.
Okay, go.
I'm like,
Go,
you
Amy.
kind of stumped
Okay.
me. Like, I mean, I have plenty of reason to be thankful, but I'm looking for like, I'm going
A
through,
moment.
A
yeah,
moment.
a moment. All
A
right, let me
moment.
hear yours, and
So
I'll.
my moment was whenever we were able to, for the very first time, Andrew and I were able to leave the United States and all of the Americas and head over across the pond and do our first ever European travel. That was probably the most thankful for anything that was it. That was the one we were most thankful for, personally. And I will say, you know what? The next thing is I am thankful that I was able to hit directorship this year. That was my professional. That was my
Yes,
moment.
that's right.
Yes, yes.
Yes, that's a good congratulations for sure.
All
For sure.
right. So what do you guys got?
So I am incredibly thankful that I had like months with my grandchildren this year.
Ah,
Our life worked out that I mean, I literally have spent months at their house this year. Um, and when we had unexpected things arise because of that, it wasn't an issue. This business allowed us to deal with them and take it in stride and continue to move on. And that's huge for me. Huge.
Huge. I love
So,
it. I love it.
yeah. So I think I was overthinking this, Amy, when you asked originally, because
Mhm.
I mean, I do have, just like Shelley says, we have lots of things to be thankful for. But the first thing, I actually have two now that I've thought of, is that the first thing I thought of is my son. He's becoming more mature. We can actually have conversations. I mean, he's 16 and a half, and it's actually one of those things that I'm very thankful for, that, that happened, that he is actually maturing. So it's not really one moment to me. But then if I had to talk about a moment, I would actually think about when we landed at the resort that my husband and I spent our honeymoon on 25 years ago in Fiji. Um, and I was looking at the resort, and I'm actually almost tearing up right now. 25 years of being married is a major accomplishment, first of all, and to be able to go back to the same place that we had our honeymoon, because of our business, is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. All
Mhm.
right. So if we were to name the people who made an impact on our journey and why their support mattered to us, can you name some people? I'm going to go ahead and name my people. My
okay.
people are Tammy and Shelley.
I knew you,
Oh,
because I was going to
oh,
name that
aren't you
too.
so sweet?
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
you are the people though that like you're my people. It took us a minute to get together, but once we found each other, we have meshed, and now you're just the reason behind the seasons, right? Everything goes great because we're together and we're building together. So
Mhm. Yeah.
I might even
But
throw in there my husband.
yeah, you better, because he's going to be listening. So yeah, I mean, and Amy, I feel the same way. I can't imagine going through this business without the two of you. It's just amazing to know that I could pick up the phone and If I needed to celebrate something, you will celebrate with me. Or if I need to cry about something, you're going to cry with me. Or if I need to vent, you're going to vent. So to be able to have those close connections with people um, is quite amazing.
Absolutely. 100% agree
And I
with
am
that, Shelley.
so glad we have Zoom because we have
Yes.
done all of those things. We have laughed, we have screamed, we have
Ah,
cried, we have rejoiced and cried some more, all in the
yes.
comfort of our own homes via Zoom. And I am so thankful for it. Like it just makes life different
Yeah,
when you have somebody that understands what you go through and the trials and the frustrations and the successes. It just makes the journey so much better.
I agree. I agree. One of the things I will say is that because we've listened recently to my cause and my story and all of that, I learned through that whole healing process that being thankful for things is definitely what you have to do. So no matter if it's a good or a bad or an ugly, you got to be thankful for it.
mhm,
And Andrew and I have said multiple times that had our lives prior to us meeting not been the way they were, we probably would not have ended up together. We would not have been at the right place at the right time to meet each other. So I am always thankful, even though it was a hard time, I'm thankful for my past.
right.
So that is definitely um, I will always say that I'm thankful for that, even though I have two children. I have an
Absolutely.
amazing husband. I have three bonus children. I have grandbabies and I have more on the way. So it's all wonderful. And all of those connections are what makes it possible, right? So I'm going to say that every part of our journeys together led us right together, right to each other,
Absolutely.
which then made us a part of a team together and we are growing together. So, are there any community or connections or anything that you guys feel like you want to give a shout out because you feel like they are the ones that
Mm. Mm.
I'm asking lots of hard
So
questions
I
tonight?
know I like this, kind of catching us a little off guard here. So I have thought numerous times, the whole shift, I think, in my life came in 2011 when I decided I was taking, so my oldest son graduated high school, had already enlisted in the Marine Corps, and I had two kids at home. And I decided that I was stepping out on a really huge, like very flimsy bridge of faith. Let's say that. Like the faith wasn't flimsy, but the ground I was standing on, I was like, it's gonna blow right out from underneath of us and we're done for. And I took my kids out of public school and I put them into private school. And if you have ever had your kids in private school, like or if you've have a school co-op, like if you do anything other than traditional public school, you are taking like a big chance. Who knows if it's going to work? You're making a financial commitment. I made that financial commitment. My kids and I made that financial commitment. I met my two best friends that live here locally. Um,
Mm,
and I just see my life like starting to shift at that time. And a year later, I meet my husband, and I was like, you know what? I'm digging my heels in. We're not, that's fine. We can date. You have to come here. Like our life is here. I've put my kids in a new school. I've made a whole new circle of friends that I feel really built up by. You have to come here. And he did. And when he came here, I knew that we were in store, like something big was in store for us because I
mm,
was no longer carrying all of that weight on my own anymore. We took two households, we combined them, we worked through all the stuff of combining two families under one roof, which is ugly and glorious all at the same
I'm
time.
saying yes.
yes, ma'am.
But we did it. Like, and I look back at all of the little things that Alan and I have done or our family has done, and it all comes back to that moment when I said, I'm taking you kids out of public school and we're going to private
Mm,
school. And just the changes that came along after that. All of those little decisions I know led me right here today, being in this business and being here with you two, because without Alan, I would have never taken the risk to start this business. Plain and simple. Like, I know that. I
But we
absolutely
all know that too. 300 times you had to listen to somebody, and Ellen said, just do it. We get it. Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. Stop thinking about it.
Oh,
We are
I'm so
thankful for
thankful
that as
for
well.
the year 2011.
Yes, yes. So
What about you,
I
Tammy?
I have to I live in a wonderful neighborhood. I really do. And that's probably a lot of the reason how I'm shaped today is um and a lot of people say I'm the social person and I brought everybody together, but I don't think that's the case. Is that we actually have you know Melinda across the street is I can go and just vent again. I guess I vent a lot. I really don't. I am very a positive person, and I don't vent a lot. But when you need to vent, you need to vent, right? But I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful that we can go in our pajamas, no makeup, no nothing, and have a drink on our patio and be fine. And then my other two neighbors down the street, they support all of my causes. We talked about our cause for Angel Works a few weeks ago, and they support every bit of it. And it's a lot of work to be able to deliver Christmas presents to those kids, and they help right along in the process. So just yeah, my neighborhood. I love it. I love my neighborhood.
There you go. I love it.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of things that we should be thankful for, in our lives. You guys alluded to it earlier. There's a lot of different little things all through the year. Like it wasn't just one thing. And all of ours, I think, whenever we talk about our things, you going to Fiji and landing and being able to see that resort again, it took lots of little things up to that point. The biggest thing, you got married, but then you continued to work with your husband,
Yeah,
and you and
You
Dave
stayed
were
with him.
a partnership and all of those things. Yeah,
yeah,
you stayed together.
stay
That
together.
was a bonus. But do you guys like think of any like small wins that you think, what, had I not had that win, I don't know that I would be here. I don't know that I would have accomplished
Hmm.
this.
So I have to go back to the decision that I made. I was making, really good money when I first started working for the airline. But I was not happy working, I mean, before. So I interviewed for the job at the airline, and it was just a customer service job at the ticket counter and the gates. That was it. So I took a major cut in pay. But if I didn't make that decision, look what I would have missed out on. First of all, my husband,
Right.
that's where I met him. And everything in me when I was making that decision said I needed to do this job. I needed to be at the airport. And then if we want to think about now, I fell in love with travel. I fell in love with my husband and I fell in love with travel. And it has led me to this point in my life where I get to, do all the things. I get to stay home with my child. And just
Do a
everything.
podcast.
Yeah, do a podcast with my two business besties.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep, I love it. What about you, Shelley?
Oh, I don't know. I still feel like, my big decision was 2011. And, after that, I just feel like everything else kind of
Mhm.
came in line. Other than saying yes every day to this business, and
Yeah.
that's it. Now, my
Yeah.
husband will laugh because he tells people all the time, I'm so glad she said yes again today. And I laugh at him and I'll say, oh, honey, I didn't say yes today. I just haven't said no yet.
I love
And
it.
sometimes that's how, I don't know, sometimes that's how I feel about how we progress through life, where you go along and you tackle that next thing and you're like, okay, let's try this and let's try this. And you just haven't said no yet.
Mhm.
I don't have a reason to say no.
I
I have
like
no
it.
reason to say
I
no.
love that.
So,
Yeah. And then you got to think
Amy?
about the small wins. So we've got the small wins that we say are not really small, but they're not. think about the things that we've helped our teams do, that
Mhm.
without us, they wouldn't have probably
Yeah.
experienced it.
Mhm.
I know we've got some people on our teams that have all hit some great ranks over the last
Yeah.
year. And
Mhm.
um,
We have people that have gone to convention for the first time. They've,
yeah,
gone live on Facebook for the first time ever, scared to death because we were there to encourage them.
yeah,
Those are definitely small wins along the way.
yeah. So those are the
Mhm.
ones I feel like probably need a little bit of a shout out. So there you go.
Oh, absolutely. They need shout outs for sure. I am so
Mm,
thankful for my team. I mean, over 300 people, active people right now on my team. Um, and I mean, I'm thankful that I just had a little part in it.
right.
That's it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And you know what? Honestly, travel in general, I'm super thankful for that. And yes, because it's given us the opportunity to meet and do all those things. But think about the things that we've experienced through travel and the people that we've met through
Mm,
Yeah.
travel, or like just being able to
Mm-hmm.
live more in a grateful state just because we've seen
Yeah.
things. Like we've seen countries that probably needed they don't have half of what we do and they thrive.
Yep.
So should we, right? Because we have
mhm.
all of those things. Or we
Yeah.
see, areas that need help. And um, I know Shelley went on mission trip last year and she's going again this year. Um,
I didn't know this. Where are you
I
going?
I'm going back. I'm going back in March. Yeah, so
Are you really?
2026, I'm going back. Yeah,
Oh,
going
that's
back to
amazing.
Africa.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it. Yes.
I can't
Mm,
wait. Yep, we are
yes.
already starting to prepare. So
yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
when
All
I think
right.
about,
So
Amy, as you're talking about that though, I think about the first time we did any sort of a mission trip overseas. We went to Costa Rica.
mm,
And when we agreed to go, when we realized, hey, this is really something that we're called to go and do, we went to teach English as a second language for a couple weeks. But and classes were only Monday through Thursday, so we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday to like explore and do local outreach and things. And I will never ever forget the first Friday that they put us in the truck and they drove us outside of San Jose. And it was this little bitty shanty town. And these people lived in homes that were made out of corrugated metal. That was their home. They had walls and roofs that were corrugated metal. There were individuals there that had never left like this 2 mile radius ever. They had never seen the world outside of it. My perspective changed so much when we came home, just to be so much more appreciative. And, you said you're so thankful for just travel in general. Travel was the avenue that got us there, right? Travel is the avenue that allows us to learn those life lessons, to see and hear and get to know the hearts of people that live in places we would never have otherwise been. Um, that's, I don't know if there's really been anything as impactful in my family's life as travel.
agreed. Agreed.
I agree too.
That's
100%.
amazing. You've experienced quite a bit with different types of mission type
Yeah.
trips, so that's amazing. I've never experienced that type, but I have experienced other things in travel, as well as I'm sure Tammy has too.
Yes.
Um, so let's bring it back to our own home though, and think
Mm.
about our own traditions. So if you all know me, we all have our own favorite holidays. Mine is Thanksgiving, 100%. Now I am a
I
foodie.
know that.
I am a foodie, but more because I love living in the thankful space, right? Being thankful for things. Um, and I will say that our family tradition is for us to all get together. We all get together. Um, we used to, and I don't know why we don't do it anymore, do something about like what are we thankful for? Things that and I think that might be something we'll be doing today whenever we have dinner is one thing that you're thankful for this year. So what are some traditions that you guys have other than Tammy putting up her Christmas tree,
You
officially?
already know what I'm going to say. You already know it. You already know it. So Christmas is actually my favorite holiday. So decorating is going to be done by the weekend. I always try to get it done after Thanksgiving weekend. I get are we one of the big traditions that I've really fallen in love with is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We go and we get our live Christmas tree. And we go to a little nursery. It's like there's nobody there. It's just us. And we take our mom, my mom, our mom, our mom, my mom, with us. And then we go to this little restaurant in the small town that I was raised in, Delaware. And we have breakfast or lunch by that time, probably by the time we get there. But that's one of the I amazing traditions that I absolutely love. And I go to my cousins for Thanksgiving later on today that I get to go and enjoy all of that stuff. So
That's
What
fun.
about you, Shelley?
So ours always starts with the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade on
ah,
Thanksgiving morning, always. And when we're watching that, we are eating. I am up early and I've already made monkey bread. My kids still, as grown adults, they still insist on monkey bread. I make it once a year, and that is Thanksgiving, and that is it. So they don't miss out on that. So we have monkey bread, egg casserole, and mimosas. So monkey bread and egg casserole were a tradition when I
yum.
was a kid. My mom started that with my sister and I. When my kids became old enough, when they became of age, we have since added in mimosas. So it'll be mimosas all morning, Thanksgiving morning, and it's amazing that Thanksgiving dinner turns out okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
So,
this year, I think we're doing it a little different though. I mean, we'll still have, breakfast in the parade, but I told everybody come in your pajamas and we're going to do kind of like charcuterie and soup and hors d'oeuvres in the afternoon. And we're just going to play games like all afternoon and just hang out with our kids. So
I like that. That's a great one.
it'll be good.
So as
That's
as you guys were talking, I realized I missed one big, huge tradition for our family.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to bring this out.
So every year, my husband does the dance.
There
oh
we
my
go.
gosh, I
There we go.
forgot the dance.
It's all about that bass, man.
Yes. I was waiting. I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see.
I
She's
forgot.
have to.
I forgot about that.
So when you
Oh,
started talking about things you do, like physically do, I'm like, oh yeah, he's out there basting that turkey. So be sure to watch for that video. It's gonna come up pretty soon. You'll be able to
Oh
see.
yeah, we're gonna have to put it. We'll have to drop it in the comments of this.
Yes.
yes, absolutely. That's
Yes.
exactly it.
That's
So
hilarious.
that was our tradition when I was growing up, Shelley, is that we just, as a family, there was four of us kids and my mom and dad. We played cards, not cards, we played games. We're not allowed to play cards in our house, but we played games, Racco, aggravation, dominoes, that's what we did on
Okay.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, we haven't done that in so many years. It's not even funny, but, you know, but
Yeah, growing
hopefully,
up though, we used to do the same thing. We'd all eat, now we ate breakfast at 10 and it was a full
Yeah.
turkey dinner.
yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. And
my
then you
grandmother would
fussed all
cook and
Absolutely.
we'd eat by 10 o'clock in the morning and then we would sit
Mhm.
down at the table and we'd have our pile of pennies and we'd play
Yeah.
poker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what we would do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. When
We
all the
my
grandkids,
kids love to play poker. We just don't play for money. We get the chips out.
Yeah.
oh, well, pennies,
We're
come on.
we're a little too competitive and a little too fierce. And I'm afraid if there was money, even if it is pennies,
I would be very
it might
competitive.
get really ugly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are very
Actually, that,
competitive at board games.
yeah,
All
that
right.
reminds me of our team retreat that we did this past year, is that we played, what was left, right, center? Is that what it's
Oh, I
called?
love that one. That's a
Yeah.
great game. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and you guys, I mean, I know you guys couldn't come, but we had so much fun, and we played with dollars, but we didn't get to keep the dollars. We had to put them, we had put them back and play all over again. But even though we couldn't keep the money, we were still fierce. We were like very competitive. So it is fun to play games. So I guess that's what we want to do today on Thanksgiving is play games. I think that's going to be the plan.
I think I've already got my games all in mind of the ones we're going to do. Penny Drop is one of them. I like to play that game, and my grandbabies love to play that too.
Penny drop? I don't think
Yeah.
I know this one.
I'll have to show it to you
Penny
sometime
drop.
because it's like an
Okay.
old game. It started years and years and years ago, right? It's a little box and you have a dice, 1 through 6, you roll it, and whatever number it is, you put your penny on it. And sixes
Okay.
automatically drop into the box, everything else sits at the top. And then you move the dice to the next person, they roll. And if they get the same number as you, they have to take, or that's already been taken, then they have to take all of them and keep the pennies. You're trying to get rid of all of them. That's a very
I see.
quick version of it.
Okay.
It's a really good game. Your
Okay.
grandbabies would love to play it. It's kind of fun. It's
Yes.
very competitive.
Interesting.
So,
Me getting on Amazon.
yes.
That's what Tammy's thankful for. Amazon.
Oh goodness, yes.
You don't
Hello.
even understand. We're leaving for a cruise here in a few days, and we needed to make sure that we had some gifts to do a gift exchange on the ship. And I forgot, and Amazon for the win, for the wind. If it wasn't for that, yeah. All right, so let's just say
There
this,
you go.
guys. We know the importance. We got to slow down. We got to make sure we're being present during the holidays. That's one of the best things about Thanksgiving, about Christmas time, is that we are around our family and spending time with them. But as we move towards the end of the year, is there anything that you're looking forward to just to close the year out with a huge, I am so grateful?
My mom. I think it's my mom. Yep. After a couple really hard years, this year has been good. It's been a little bittersweet, but she is still progressing. You know, we haven't completely lost her to Alzheimer's. And so I want to make sure I have a lot of time with her while our kids are home over the holidays, just have her involved and allow her to experience that while she still can. Like
I love that.
I think that's my focus over the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yes. Because so many times, with me having lost both of my parents, that's one of the things I regret is not spending more time with them. So I'm thankful that you guys get to do that. So
Yeah.
what about you, Tammy? Is there anything that you want for the year as you're closing it out?
Well, I of course, Shelley made me think of my mother and how, and honestly, we are blessed to have our parents with us. And my mom will be 83 the last day of this year, December 31st. And, just, yeah, thankful because, eventually she will be living with me. And I think that is coming closer and closer to the time where she is going to be living with me. And just, thankful for the opportunity that I can do that, that financially we can do that.
I agree.
Mhm.
I absolutely agree. I will say the
Jamie,
things
what
I'm
about
looking
you?
forward to of family, of course, always spending time with family and my grandbabies, being able to spend time with them.
Mhm.
But taking it back to the business side of it,
Yeah.
my thankful and what I want to be able to say I'm grateful for is helping other people succeed in this business. I want to see my team grow. I was able to go recently and do a huge training for some groups. And actually, I was just kind of in there in the mix with a few of my other leaders on my team. And we had an absolutely amazing time in Bentonville, Arkansas. If you've never been there, you got to go. I never would have thought to go there ever, but I am so glad that I did. So, just
I've
being able to
driven through
see
there.
them grow. You know what? I've never even driven through there.
Okay.
Never in my whole life. It's an
Yeah.
amazing little town though. They've got like this great push for like riding bicycles. So
Yeah.
there's bicycles everywhere and there's just so much history there. And it was amazing to go walk through Walton's Five and Dime and people that lived there whenever I was talking about all the fun things I did, they were like, Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, whatever. But it was a really great time, and we plan to go back and see more things because we didn't get to go see Crystal Bridges and stuff like that. But um, all of this to say, I want to see my team just grow and do good for the
And
kids.
yeah, it's our team, our current team right now, and then others that we are going to have on our team to help them grow also. I mean, the impact on this business, if I could just tell people, shake people, or whatever, you can do this. I mean, this will change your life. That's the thing I want to go into the beginning of the new year with, is that I want to be able to spread that word a little more, um, and be able to do. I mean, I'm so thankful the things that I can do. I can volunteer and I can do the things, just very thankful for all of that. And that's because of this business, Amy. And that's what I want to bring across to people, that they can also have this.
Agreed. 100% agreed. All right. Do you guys have any final thoughts that you want to share before we say our normal
I just did mine. That was it.
That's it.
I want
All
to
right,
change
well,
lives.
I will say this, we, if nothing else, are all beyond thankful for those of you that are listening to our podcast and those of you that are in our lives. We appreciate you, even if it's just for a small amount of time. But if we say this, if you've enjoyed this episode, you want to learn more about us, be sure to hit the follow button so that you never miss an adventure. And as always, thank you for joining us on this wild, beautiful journey. Until next time, keep exploring. And you know what? Happy Thanksgiving. Have an
Happy
Things are
Thanksgiving.
broken.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.